Hi everyone, it's Robinflying Crochet. Um, oh, nothing's on my neck, so I'm healed from that. My voice will go in and out, and I apologize for that. I'm doing the best I can. The doctor thinks there's a nerve in there that just may be agitated, so I'll be sounding fine. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, and I sound like I have the worst sore throat there is. As long as I'm not trying to have a raised voice or anything like that, I'm fine. It doesn't hurt. But if I try to force it, and then it bothers me. So, short video, not going to spend a lot of time, did not get a whole bunch of stuff done this week, but am going to have a bigger one next week. So let's just get into my finished objects. Excuse me if I'm leaning and stuff like that, or if I have to move the video, because the computer's actually sitting between the bed and my leg. The cat has decided to take a spot on the bed, and I just don't move her. And anyone who's a cat person knows you just don't move the cat when it picks a spot. So, since I just posted a video, posted 69, but I have done other stuff since then, and some of it might have been the Friday right after I shot the video, which was for Charli. I did something for Charli's Love. I was working on a blanket, which you're going to see in a few minutes. So, I took the blanket that I was making, and I don't know why, but I didn't post it with the pictures that I did yesterday. But anyway, I got a hat done, and I used 2 different colors. And the reason I was doing this was I was using up my green, and I was making a blanket with the green and the yellow. So I went into the blanket. So that hat actually matches the blanket. But when I posted a picture of Charli's Love yesterday, instead of posting it with this hat, because I forgot that I had done it, I posted it with one of these hats. So I guess it doesn't really matter. You got the yellow that's in the blanket that matches the yellow in the hat. But since I was there and I was trying to do more hats for Charli's Love, I did 2 more yellow hats. So I got 2 more hats. And then because I was trying to make sure that my goal for Charli's Love for the year to meet my goal that I set for myself was I had to do 4 things a week. So I finished the one, made 4 smiles to go, or made 3 smiles to go with it. So that made 4. And since I had several weeks where I didn't crochet anything, I'm trying to make up those weeks too. So I decided to do another little hat. And this one is actually purple. You really can't see it that well, that it is purple, and I apologize for that. It's kind of overcast here today. I have 2 lights already on. I usually, using my halo light, I usually film with it being in orange, but because it doesn't wash out too many things, but it's kind of like just ever so slightly too dark. But you can at least see my project. I've got to move this real quick. Trying not to bother the cat, although she's complaining a little bit. Because one of the things that I need, right as the camera started, fell off the bed. So, I had gotten this project from Yarnjoy Podcast. We're gathering the bands from these skeins of yarn that I had and posting a picture. I actually won a prize. So this was the prize that I won. This is a Needle Creations, a crochet kit for a cat. And her name, I believe, is up here, which is Susie. I don't know how well you can see, because my problem was, once I take off my glasses, I can't see. Once I take off my glasses, you can see my hair is all messed up, so I'm not trying not to do that too much. But there you go. So there's my picture. And I sat down on my amigurumi for this month is Monday. So I worked on doing my amigurumi cat. So I got it finished. I do realize that I have an issue with ears. I can usually get one ear to look exactly where I want it, which is right there. And then I put on the other ear and I look at it and it looks fine. And then I sew it on. And then when I actually take an eye draw back, it's like, I don't like where it is. So, but that's it. Susie had to have her shirt sleeve change. So it's kind of like the thickness of the yarn is a little bit different. And then, because I ran out of pink. I am actually a loose crocheter, so I generally need more yarn than what's asked for. But then I also ran out enough of the white to do the actual fish face. So the fish is all blue. And then I didn't like the way her arms stood up because they were going like straight out. So I turned around and stitched her hands down so that they would not be. And then she has her tail. So, enjoyable kit was done in one day. Very easy to read. Follow the directions. Great in that everything that you need for this kit is included except for a pair of scissors. There is the needle, the stuffing, the eyes, the thread, the color yarn, except I ran out of yarn because I'm a loose crocheter. You know, you don't need anything for this kit to do this kit except a pair of scissors. So, highly recommend it. Then I went to Hobby Lobby last night and found out that there are definitely several different types of this kit. And it's all the exact same thing. They do it's cats, dogs, cows, a sloth. So I know now where they go get them if I want them. I don't know if they're sold anyplace else, but I do know the Hobby Lobby in Virginia has them. So that's where I got. So that's all the stuff that I got done. Like I said, it's been a quick week. Now, for new things that I have started, I was doing a bunch of towels in the past couple weeks because I was getting ready to finish up everything for Easter. So I did get all the towels that I needed for Easter done. I have 6 towels left to do for Easter, and I figure I will just do them as I'm doing other stuff. And then I also found another St. Patrick's Day towel. Well, if you've been watching my channel, you saw where I had learned how to do a Graphgan. My first pattern, it was a wave. And it came from the Crochet Crowd or Yarn Inspirations. You can find it on either one. And it taught you, excuse me, how to do single crochet Graphgans. And I want to learn how to do a single crochet Graphgan. So I actually did it. Turned out really well. I was very proud of myself. Watched all 8 videos to go with it. So I started another one. Now this eventually will be too big for me to be picking up. So you're going to see bits and part of it as I work on it. And I'm just working steadily on it. I have counted this row several different times. Yes, that is supposed to be there. I could go back and look at the picture, but, I'm trying to keep everything organized and neat. So the picture is actually in the back of the package. And it's got several sheets of paper in between it, so I don't really want to do that. But I'm learning to keep my yarns together, try not to get them too knotted, stuff like that. So I just started, and I got my yarns rolled up into a little ball. I got my original skein of yarn I started with. So that's one thing. So that's a mystery blanket. I'll try, and as it grows, we can start taking like guesses on what it's going to be. I'm totally fine with that. But with all my yarn leftovers from my towels, I get some small little pieces. And I don't want to throw them away because they're useful for stuff. So I wanted to have some. And at one point, I had a whole cup. You had those travel chairs, and I had a cup holder in there. And I had all these little squares in there. And I don't know what happened to all those little squares when I had to move my chair for something. But they're gone. So we turned around and had a cheese ball tub given to us. And it worked as actually 2 things. So what I did was, last week when you saw the towels that I did, if I had anything that was small, I turned around, turned them into a small little granny scare, and then I'm going to go back and join these when I get my bucket full and do a join as you go gathering. But I'm going to do the squares in there. So I have solid pink. I have a different solid pink. I had this multiple purple with pink, pink with multiple purple, pink with white, solid multi again, solid white, and green with yellow. So you can see that is my attempt to actually use as much yarn as I can without having any leftovers just laying around, or small little balls, because the more I have laying around as semi-used balls, I don't always go to them. So, and I don't want them just lingering. So I'm trying to use them with an idea as I'm going. And I started with, I had all these little extra small little squares laying around that I had evidently at one time started with something. So I thought I'd start again, throw them in this, and that's where I got. So there you go. That's what I've been doing so far. So if you like my if you want to subscribe, no. If you like my videos over here, thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. You can give me a thumbs down as long as you do creative criticism. I can accept that, but nothing too harsh, or as long as it's done in a constructive way. Over here, of course, is where you want to subscribe. Go ahead and click that. If you're on a certain piece of equipment, it'll come up with a bell. Go ahead and click that so you can see all the videos that I put out. Some of them are fun. Some of them are. You never know. You never know what you can see. So until next time, people, love you and be kind to each other.